basically you're asking, this is how I evaluate Apple, okay? And now, can you teach me, Mr. Yap, how do I evaluate a orange? Okay, why do I say so? Stock, we got a lot of methodology, PE and other kind of methodology to do a valuation, whether it's cheap to buy or whether it's expensive to sell. But we need to know stock is the underlying asset class. ETF is not an asset class. ETF is an instrument for you to access to that underlying asset. Okay, but still I need to answer your question. Okay, to answer your questions, how do you select ETF that's supposed to access to the same market? So then the way we evaluate the quality of ETF, other than the factors that I mentioned, if you're talking about performance, then we should compare ETF for the same region during the same period. Take a few ETF to compare. Okay, then we compare after fee return of this few ETF for US market for 1 year, 3 years, 5 years period. And from there, we will be able to identify which are the best of breed ETF for that particular asset class. If I can add, basically, you can't really see whether the ETF, whether particular ETF is expensive or cheap. But you can see, for example, if you talk about here, US equity, then you can look at the underlying asset class, whether the underlying asset class is cheap or expensive. So if the underlying asset class is cheap, then like what Casey says just now, you buy Vanguard, you buy BlackRock, you buy Invesco, as long as it's a US ETF, US equity ETF, then your decision cannot be too wrong. Value Partner is one of the very successful fund manager managed by a Malaysian, or founded by Malaysian. And Value Partners make their name in unit trust fund industry for investing in China market, I would say maybe 10-15 years ago. So having said that, Value Partner definitely is no stranger to China equity, China market. Okay, so the fact that they have started to expand their service, beyond unit trust fund or fund management into ETF, I would say they are definitely one of the very strong, good fund manager, for that matter, in the China market. But again, personally, I have not recommended a client to invest into this Value Partner China market ETF. So I have not really studied what is the mandate, what is the strategy, and which part of the China market are they focusing on. Is there any particular sector they are focusing on, and what are they holding? So for that matter, I can only comment on my understanding of Value Partner being a successful fund manager in China market. Okay, I cannot comment specifically on this particular ETF, as to how will they perform or they will not perform. Just like any stock, it could be delisted, just like also any other fund, unit trust fund. The manager of the fund could decide to stop running it for many reasons. Maybe it's not profitable, maybe there's not enough volume, okay, or regulation changes. So that is possible. But I believe when they do that, okay, unless they go bankrupt, I believe they would give back the value, the money to you for whatever it's worth, before they really wind up or delist the particular ETF. If money is important to you, please remember to subscribe to my channel.